A key element of the buyer enablement platform is the personalized reports. This gives your buyer individual advice based on what they have submitted. And for them, this is so valuable because no one wants to submit a survey, dedicating their time to it, and then get some generic output. We need to consult and advise them and give them something that they really couldn't have got if they hadn't taken your buyer enablement assessment. And so for each of the questions that you pose to your buyer, you're going to be able to create individual responses for them. Now, this is a very simple example. In this question, how would you rate the effectiveness of your current go-to-market strategy in aligning with your buyer needs? I provide 5 options for someone to answer. And based on that answer, in this case, they answered effective. We're dynamically showing that gauge chart, which would be different if they answered something different. We're showing that pink button saying effective, which would be different if they suggested something different. But importantly, the text here is all dynamic. We've created individual responses depending on what the customer suggested. And we can provide advice for them based on that. And this all happens dynamically in the background. So as you create your questions, one of the things we'll guide you through is working with your subject matter experts, with your solution architects, with your CSMs to say, well, what would you say if you were in front of someone and they said, look, we're not very effective? What would you advise them? Which direction would you point them in? There are other ways of us doing this. Here is a multi-select pick list where in this example, the buyer has selected 3 of these options, and we're able to display back to them the options that they've selected. And then under here, we've got another dynamic bit of content. They did not select recommenders as one of the buyer enablement tools that they use today. And so we're able to provide a little bit of instruction and advice about why recommenders are so useful. And of course, if they did select recommenders, that text is not going to show. So you can see here how you can build a very dynamic report that displays back to the buyer their own responses. And this becomes not just useful for the person that completed the assessment, they're now able to go and share this and gather feedback from other members of their buying group. So I hope that helps you to understand how you can build these very dynamic reports and exactly why having your subject matter experts involved from later on in your onboarding and customer support process is so valuable to making these really insightful reports.